Well, Milan 2018, the multilateral naval exercise, is currently underway in India's Andaman and the Nicobar Islands. 17 nations, including India, are participating in the 10th edition of Milan, and as many as 11 foreign warships, along with 9 warships of the Indian Navy, are now engaged in complex exercises on the high seas. The warships from Australia, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, Sri Lanka and Thailand are a part of this year's Milan, which is a biennial congregation of friendly navies. The Milan is an effective platform for social, cultural and also professional interactions and promoting camaraderie, maritime cooperations and interoperability during the humanitarian missions. The WION's Raghavendra Rao met with the representatives from Oman, New Zealand, Indonesia and Australia at this year's Milan exercise and asked them about the biggest takeaways that they were looking forward to from this exercise. Take a look.
At the 10th edition of Milan, 11 countries have sent representatives and 8 ships from foreign countries have landed at Port Blair. I have with me representatives from Oman and New Zealand. Let's try and get a sense from him about how they are reacting to Milan and what are the takeaways they are going to take back from here. I believe you are from the Royal Navy of Oman.
Of course, Commander Adnan from the Royal Navy of Oman. It's a great pleasure to be here. It's a good opportunity. Milan 18 is my first participation in this exercise and this gathering, and on the international level it's a big event, okay, for the South Pacific, Asia Pacific navies to participate.
Right.
Lots of main themes in the event. The seminar of In Pursuit of Maritime Good Order was a very good event. Lots of discussions, interruptions between the delegates from the different navies, the ships which participated with the ships officers and teams in the tabletop exercises. Okay, so learned a lot from that as well. Great deal of knowledge. Okay, have been great deal of knowledge learned from at all levels. The Indian Navy, represented by the Naval Component Commander of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, are to be commended. They deserve to be commended on the very good planning and execution so far for this event.
Right.
Yeah.
And we also have a representative from New Zealand.
Yes.
Sir, what brings you here and what are the takeaways you are looking at when you go back from Milan?
Well, the reason I'm here is I came to Milan 2014 and the invitation to our Admiral was received once again, and I volunteered because it's a wonderful place. The experience was one of rewarding interaction with great professionals, right, and the hosting by the Indian Navy was quite superb. From a professional sense, it's the ability to connect with those who care around delivering professionalism at sea, and more importantly around humanitarian and disaster relief, of which we're all concerned. So it's a highly extraordinary, rewarding environment, and from New Zealand it's a long way to come, and I enjoy it. It's fun.
Absolutely. And when various navies from different countries, they participate in a multilateral exercise like Milan, what are the challenges they are trying to redress when they exercise together, when they talk to each other? Yes. What are the issues they are trying to iron out or sort out amongst themselves?
I think first and foremost it's just building that relationship. The ability to understand that we have common problems, common issues, but we all have a common cause. That is to work together in friendship, despite our barriers, politically, economically, languages. We are all professional mariners. So first and foremost it's that trust. And around trust we build relationships and our operations together.
Right. Thank you for talking to us and wishing you all the best for Milan 2018. So there we had it, representatives from Oman and New Zealand who are here to participate in this year's Milan exercise in Port Blair. In Port Blair with video journalist Libin, Raghavendra Rao, WION. Which country have you come from and what are the key takeaways you are looking from Milan?
I'm from the Indonesian Navy, has participated in Milan many years ago, and we have contributed to the Milan session when we have sent we sent to vessel since years than before. We were only one, so we have additional value for our countries and making increase the good relation with the all participants and countries in Milan exercise.
You think an exercise like Milan helps all these navies to interact with each other better? And how does it really help when it comes to various navies from various countries dealing with each other?
We know it's in the modern era, so we have no enemy together. So, something we need coordinated with the other country to make maritime security so better than before. I think it's a Milan exercise, so we will be making every country to close each other for the officer and its nation. I think.
Australia is one of the major countries which is participating in this year's Milan exercise here in Andamans and Nicobar Islands. I'm joined by Captain Simon Bateman, who is the National Defence Advisor for Australian government. Sir, what brings you here? We believe you're based in Delhi, but you're here for Milan exercise. What brings you here, and what are the key takeaways you are looking for?
That's correct. I am based in Delhi, and I've come down specifically to support HMAS Larakia, who's the participating ship in Exercise Milan 2018, but we also have a delegate that participated in the seminar, which was part of Milan yesterday. So it's general practice that if we have a ship visiting, that the Defence Advisor will come down and just make sure everything is running nice and smoothly.
Right. Also, Captain Bateman, when it comes to multilateral exercises like Milan, what do you think are the challenges which all these international navies encounter when they sit together and do brainstorming? What are the issues that are addressed in exercises like these?
Yeah. I mean, there are obviously a number of issues. I mean, we're all like-minded. However, even such challenges as language can be a problem. So we have to work out how we're going to get around certain things like that. But as I said, traditionally, navies have always worked very well together over history. Specifically, the Indian and the Australian Navy. We've exercised together over many years. I can remember sailing into Cochin in 1985 as a young officer, and we've always exercised well together. Most recently in the Oz Index exercise, where 2 Indian Navy ships came off Western Australia, and we participated in an exercise together with the Royal Australian Navy. So this is just another manifestation, I suppose, of that excellent relationship that we have between both navies. It's just at this time it's happening on a multilateral platform with a number of other navies, which I think is important, that we're able to move that forward, move that relationship forward, not just with India but with other navies in the region.
Right. So you think this will be a fruitful exercise once you're done with this?
Yeah, I think it'll be a very fruitful exercise. It's the first time Milan has had an at-sea component. So in previous exercises, it's just been a harbour phase. So people get together, navies get together, tabletop exercises and such like. But this time they're going to be sailing together for I think two to 3 days,
right.
And that will be the test of all the work that they've done in the harbour, whether that can be taken out to sea, and I'm sure it'll work.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for talking to us, and have a great time at this year's Milan. That was Captain Bateman, and he thinks that the fact that Milan this year has an element where all these navies will go to the seas and will exercise there, that is one of the critical components that distinguishes this year's Milan from the earlier ones. In Port Blair, with video journalist Libin, this is Raghavendra Rao, WION.